Let me ask you something, and be honest. How long do you plan to live? 90? 100? Now the real question, are you confident you'll be happy that long? Someone I know, retired 3 years ago after a long career, told me something I can't forget. He said, "I spent my whole life working toward retirement. Now that I'm here, I wake up every morning and feel nothing. I have money, I have time, but I have no purpose." The AARP surveyed over 5,000 retirees. 7 out of 10 regretted something within the first year. Not because they were broke, because they were empty. They prepared for the money side. Nobody prepared for the living side. After studying decades of research, Harvard, MIT, Stanford, the NIH, and hearing stories from people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, one pattern keeps repeating. Happy aging isn't about adding more. It's about subtracting, simplifying, letting go. Today, 6 things you must drop after 60, plus one master key at the very end that makes all 6 happen naturally. 7 things total. The last one is the most important. Stay until the end. Number 1, cut useless relationships. Harvard ran the longest happiness study in human history. 80 years, 724 people tracked from 1938 to 2018. Their conclusion, the number 1 predictor of happiness is the quality of your relationships. Not money, not career, not health. The quality of the people around you. Robin Dunbar at Oxford confirmed it. The maximum number of meaningful relationships any person can maintain is about 150. But your truly close circle, the people you'd call at 2 in the morning when everything collapses, only 5 to 15. Someone I know tested this. He opened his phone. 482 contacts, scrolled through one by one, 150, couldn't picture their faces. Over 300, no contact in a year. Real friends he could actually call, fewer than 15. Dunbar was right. He thought he had 482 connections. He had fewer than 15. A man named Richard, 67. Most social person you'd ever meet. Never missed a birthday, a funeral, a golf outing. Organized everything. Everyone knew Richard. Then, stage 3 lung cancer. 6 months of chemo. He sent a message to all 482 contacts. "I'm very sick. If you have time, please visit." Over 6 months, 3 people came. 3. He said from his hospital bed, 30 years of showing up for everyone. Almost nobody showed up for me. I wasn't anybody's real friend. A woman named Barbara, 67, lifelong volunteer, community leader for 3 decades. When her husband died suddenly, out of hundreds she'd helped, 2 reached out. She said, "I thought I had a community. I had acquaintances. That's not the same thing." The University of California drew a sharp line. Loneliness is craving connection. Solitude is choosing yourself. The happiest older adults aren't the ones with the most friends. They're the ones who invest deeply in a small circle and aren't afraid to be alone. Open your phone. Be ruthless. No contact in a year. Let go. They drain you. Let go. Keep 5 to 15. Meet them deeply. 1 real conversation a month. Not small talk. Real talk. Harvard's 80-year conclusion. Quality determines happiness. Number 2. Cut endless greed. Stanford Center on Longevity surveyed 3,000 adults over 70. Their biggest regret wasn't, "I didn't save enough." It was, "I didn't spend when I could." They saved their whole lives, then their bodies gave out, and the money just sat there. A Japanese gerontology study found the same. 80% of people over 80 said, "I wish I had spent more on experiences." Cornell's behavioral economics research confirmed the data. The happiness difference between 100,000 and 200,000 in the bank is almost negligible. But money spent on experiences, travel, meals, hobbies, time with grandchildren, compounds into memory and identity. Someone I know got a call 6 months after retiring. Old college friend. Great investment, 12% guaranteed. Tempting, but behavioral economics shows that as we age, risk tolerance drops while greed rises. Time pressure makes us reckless. The SEC reports Americans over 60 lose $3 billion annually to investment fraud. He said no. 3 months later, the company vanished. Fraud. His friend lost $30,000. A retired teacher named Helen never spent money she didn't have to. Her husband kept saying, "Let's go to Hawaii, let's see Europe." She always said later. 200,000 saved by retirement. Then her husband had a stroke. Wheelchair for life. She sat in the hospital crying. "You kept asking to travel. I kept saying later. Now you can't get on a plane. What was all that money for?" Dr. Hideki Wada, 30 years treating 6,000 elderly patients, wrote, "Money shines in your wallet, not in your bank account. The greatest waste of life is dying with a fortune you never enjoyed. Whatever you've been postponing, do it this month. There is no later." Number 3, cut bad eating habits. The National Health Survey found that among Americans over 65, 71% of calories come from carbohydrates. Only 58% meet protein needs. 76% are vitamin D deficient. Alarming numbers. The Okinawa Centenarian Study, 300 people who lived past 100, found 3 common habits: smaller portions, high protein, lots of vegetables. A man's wife went to their daughter's house for a week. He was alone. Frozen dinner, instant noodles, delivery pizza, noodles again. When she came home, he was wrecked. Face puffy, digestion ruined, zero energy. Johns Hopkins confirms elderly adults living alone have 3.2 times higher nutritional imbalance, especially men who never learned to cook. A man named Frank, 71, 3 huge meals a day. At 67, diabetes, blood sugar 220, blood pressure 165, 10 medications. He said, "More medicine on my plate than food." Tufts University research found protein deficiency is the primary cause of muscle loss after 70. That means higher diabetes risk, cardiovascular risk, and 3 times greater chance of falls. But here's the good news. One man rebuilt everything at 63. 4 changes. Smaller portions more often. The Okinawa rule, stop at 80% full. Protein every meal. Eggs, chicken, tofu, fish. 5 colors of vegetables daily: red, yellow, green, purple, white. And minimal supplements. Only vitamin D, omega-3, multivitamin. 6 months later. Blood pressure 140 to 125. Blood sugar 115 to 95. Cholesterol 240 to 190. His doctor said, "Diet matters more than any pill I can prescribe." Number 4, cut excessive talking. Columbia University found something fascinating. As we age, the prefrontal cortex, the brain's filter that stops us from saying everything we think, naturally weakens. In our 30s, we bite our tongue. In our 60s, the filter thins. This isn't a flaw, it's neuroscience. But our families haven't adjusted. The American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy analyzed family conflicts in old age. Number 1 cause, excessive nagging and unsolicited advice. 62.7% of all conflicts. That number should stop everyone. Someone told me about a grandfather who called his grandson every day during college application season. "Are you studying? Stop playing games. When I was your age, I studied until midnight. Kids today are too soft." He thought it was encouragement. He thought it was love. One day the grandson stopped answering, just a text. "Grandpa, I'm busy. I'll call later." Days passed. No call. The daughter-in-law finally said, "He says your calls stress him out. Every conversation is a lecture." That hit like a hammer. UCLA confirmed the pattern. As we age, more advice, more past-focused stories, less listening. It's a reaction to loneliness. We talk to prove we still exist. A retired teacher in an apartment building. 68. Brilliant speaker, but she'd trap anyone in the elevator for 30 minutes. Kids these days have no manners. In my day, at first everyone listened politely. After months, people took the stairs to avoid her. She never understood why. The grandfather decided to change. He called his grandson. "I'm sorry, I won't lecture anymore. Just tell me about your life." He listened, didn't interrupt. Weeks later, the grandson started calling him on his own. "Grandpa, something happened today. I like that you actually listen." Columbia compared elderly listeners versus talkers. Listeners, 3.2 times higher family satisfaction, half the isolation, replace commands with encouragement, pause before repeating stories, replace complaints with gratitude, cut the talking, the listening heals everything. Number 5, cut sitting time. The National Institutes of Health, 20-year study, 70,000 adults over 60, people who sat 11 or more hours daily had a 40% higher mortality risk compared to those under 5 hours. 40%. Not from smoking, not from diet, from sitting. Tokyo University studied 300 centenarians. One universal trait: they moved at least 6 hours a day. Walking, standing, gardening, housework, any form of movement. A man confessed. After retiring, he calculated his day. Morning news, YouTube, nap, TV, more TV, 12 hours of sitting. His doctor told him, "Your muscle mass is dropping. In 10 years, you won't climb stairs or pick up your grandchild." A neighbor named Harold, 78, 15 years on the couch after retirement. Heart failure at 75. In the hospital, the man in the next bed was 90 and looked healthier. Harold asked his secret. The 90-year-old smiled. "I walk. Every day, rain or shine. 40 years. Harold said, "I wasted 15 years on that sofa." 5 habits. Morning walk, 30 minutes, even 10 to start. Housework yourself, stand during the news, stairs up to 3 floors. A 30-minute alarm, stand, stretch, water, 6 months, muscle mass up 3 pounds, body fat down 3, blood pressure 145 to 128. Harvard confirmed, consistent gentle movement all day beats a 30-minute jog followed by 11 hours of sitting. You don't need a gym, you need to sit less. Number 6, cut health obsession. This one might surprise you. Dr. Hideki Wada, 30 years in geriatric medicine, 6,000 patients, said one of the biggest traps for older adults is obsessing over health numbers. Every slightly abnormal reading sends people into panic. They chase perfect blood work. They stack medications. 5 pills becomes 10. 10 becomes 15. Wada called it the polypharmacy trap. 5 or more medications long-term leads to brain fog, fatigue, falls, and worse overall health. His advice was radical. After 60, accept that your body will have issues. Blood pressure won't be 20-year-old numbers. Cholesterol won't be perfect. That's not failure, that's nature. Don't chase perfect numbers. Ask, do I feel okay today? Can I do what I want? If yes, that's enough. The happiest older adults aren't the ones with perfect blood work. They're the ones who made peace with imperfection and kept living. And now, the master key, the one that makes all 6 fall into place. +1, stop comparing. MIT tracked 10,000 people for 20 years. The single greatest cause of unhappiness, social comparison. Not poverty, not illness. Comparison. Stanford added the data. A person earning $50,000 is miserable looking at someone earning $100,000, but content looking at someone earning $30,000. Same income, same life. The only variable is where they point their eyes. Someone told me about his college reunion. 30 people. One friend holding court, stocks up, property value doubled, son at a Fortune 500, daughter married a surgeon. Everyone felt smaller. He went home and couldn't sleep. His wife said something simple. "Why are you always looking at other people? We're healthy. Our kids are healthy. We're sitting here together. Isn't that enough?" Her experience was identical. A gathering where friends compared grandchildren, academies, competitions, awards. She came home deflated. Days later, her grandchild ran up and hugged her. "Grandma, you're my favorite person in the whole world." She realized she'd been comparing when the answer was already in her arms. The University of California tested one intervention: gratitude journaling. Write 3 things you're grateful for every night. After 6 months, 37% happier. Depression cut in half. 3 sentences. The weather was nice. My wife laughed. I walked 30 minutes. Small things that become a life. An elderly man over 80, after losing his wife, said, "When she was here, I didn't appreciate it. Now that she's gone, it feels like losing one chopstick from a pear. Everything he needed was already there, he just didn't see it." One more thing. A hospice nurse cared for over 1,000 dying patients. Nearly all said the same 5 things. "I wish I had lived the life I wanted, not what others expected. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. I wish I had expressed my feelings. I wish I had stayed in touch with friends. I wish I had let myself be happy." That last one, not "I wish happiness found me." They said, "I wish I had let myself be happy," as if they'd been blocking it their entire lives. Picture a man in his 70s, sitting at the end of a quiet bar, silver hair, a jacket that fits perfectly, whiskey barely touched, not scrolling his phone, not waiting for anyone, just present, or on a train, watching countryside through the window, book on his lap, no deadline. Dr. Wada wrote, "In your 70s, for the first time, you become the true protagonist of your own story, not through success, but by finally being yourself. Growing old isn't losing, it's arriving." Cut useless relationships. Real friends appeared. Cut endless greed. The present became rich. Cut bad eating. The body became light. Cut excessive talking. Family grew closer. Cut sitting time. Energy returned. Cut health obsession. Anxiety left. And cut comparison. You finally saw what was always yours. Subtracting isn't giving up. It's making room. Today is the youngest day of the rest of your life. Start with one thing: a 10-minute walk, 1 name deleted, 1 meal cooked at home, 3 grateful sentences tonight. That's enough. That's a beginning. If this helped, leave a comment. I'm starting with Yuki, 1 sentence. Share with someone over 50, subscribe.